Hello, this is Kristen for Module 4 in Introduction to Instructional Technology. Question 1 was, which tool would you implement in your classroom or future classroom from that video, 11 must-haves for teachers? My two favorites in particular was number 2, the applied digital skills, like Google Suite tutorials that have like the pre-made lessons on how to use all these with example projects for kids. I thought that is really useful. I work at a school where we have a lot of kids that haven't traditionally worked on a lot of computers. They haven't worked with word processing. They haven't worked with a lot of these for a lot of time, and so this would be a great way to help them, like a very low prep way to help them get themselves familiar with all of the Google Workspace tools that are pretty robust and pretty industry standard these days. I loved that you could like sync that to your class roster, and the lessons are all made for you. You don't have to like reinvent the wheel over and over again to teach that content. And then I really loved the Google Arts and Culture, the 360 videos, the museum tours, having that artwork photographed in a really high quality way so you could zoom in and out and see even texture on canvas and stuff like that. So I think those two things, the first as a real unit to, take kids through to provide some computer literacy using tools that are pretty industry standard, kind of for a lot of people. A lot of people use Google Workspace. And then the Google Arts and Culture as a supplement. And I might even use that in my literacy intervention as points of discussion. We have a section called verbal into written, and it's all about getting what's in your head and getting it out. So using that as like a prompt. So I think those two were my favorites. I think most of them have a lot of good stuff, but those were the two that stuck out to me. And then number 2 was my main takeaway of the tools available in Google. I have been an avid Google Workspace user for, a decade or so. Google Docs, being able to have things online. I have 4 different Chrome profiles based on 2 different workplaces and school and my personal one. So I have 4 different Google Drives. And so just in general, the Google space is a very comfortable one. And so I have always felt that while Google might not be quite as robust, particularly in word processing and like Google Sheets, they might not quite be on par with Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. Those have just been around forever. I do feel like for the average user, those are both really strong tools that everyone should be able to use. I love the availability of all of these tools across devices. We don't have to assign a specific computer or tablet to a student. We can have a library of them. They can log in with their own login and then just keep trucking. All of their stuff is going to be available to them. They can access it from their phone. So I really like the accessibility aspect of the Google Suites. I have also been using Google Forms for a long time. I like the data recording aspect of it. I have used it in a business context. I would have all of my customers or winners of prizes when I was part of an MLM. I would have all of my customers fill out a Google form. It gave me all of their contact information on a spreadsheet. And then I've done several like Christmas card exchange type things. I even do it every year for my own Christmas cards. Anyone that wants a Christmas card fills out a Google form for me, and then I have a list of addresses that I can send things out. And it's shareable all that kind of stuff. So I love just the accessibility, the shareability of everything that Google offers. Anyway, that is my thoughts on this week's material. It was good to read everyone's last week, and we'll see you later. Bye.